Hello, Spans or sports fans, and welcome to Sports. I'm your host, Nick Youngers, and today we're going to be talking about sports. Well, football season is over, but it gave us one heck of a goodbye. Now, before I go on about the game itself, let's talk about what's important. I correctly predicted the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Granted, I was going to pick the Patriots and only got it right because the coin told me to pick Philadelphia. But I'm the one who chose to pick the coin over my own instincts, so it counts. It counts. Most of the big name analysts got it wrong, but you know who got it right? Me. So, thank you, the coin. I know we shared some harsh words in the past, but when it came down to crunch time, we came together to win it all. So the game itself, Super Bowl 52 was just that. Super. The game, there was never a dull moment, and it was exciting from start to finish. There may not have been many lead changes, but even when the Eagles built up a solid lead, it was never comfortable because Brady proved last year that he can come back from any deficit. And then Brady came back from that deficit. But the Eagles were able to mount their own game-winning drive, but not without controversy. By the way, it was a catch. Dude took like 4 steps. I think this game could go down as one of the greats. I think we'll have to wait a few years before we can truly rank it, but it could go down as perhaps the best. I mean, it had everything. Missed extra points, broken records, and trick plays galore where quarterbacks were playing wide receiver. Or at least attempting to play wide receiver. Look, everyone is giving Brady grief for dropping that pass. But when you rewatch it, he was overthrown. If you're going to do something like that where you're throwing to your quarterback, that throw better be right on the money. Should Brady have caught it? Yeah, probably. But Giselle was right. Her husband cannot catch and throw the ball. Now look, before you call me a Brady sympathizer, I do not like him. I think he's a superb quarterback, but I also think he's swarmy. But that loss was not Brady's fault. Dude threw for over 500 yards. It's not his fault he can't play defense. Apparently no one on the Patriots can play defense. If you're looking to blame someone, blame Bill Belichick. He was too mad at Malcolm Butler to come off of his high horse and play his best defensive player against a fantastic offense. He would rather lose the Super Bowl to prove a point rather than become world champion and settle the issue in the offseason. Also, blame Josh McDaniels and Matt Patricia. When a team in the Super Bowl's coordinator is about to become head coach of another team, that team will lose. I mean, look at it. The Falcons were going to hire Dan Quinn after Super Bowl 49. Seahawks lose. The 49ers were about to hire Kyle Shanahan after Super Bowl 51. Falcons lose. Josh McDaniels just went to the Colts and Matt Patricia to the Lions. Patriots lose Super Bowl 52. I'm not saying there's a trend going on. I'm just saying if you're coordinating in the Super Bowl and you're about to become a head coach, I might reconsider taking that job offer. But you know who the real loser of Super Bowl 52 is? Eli Manning. Manning used to be the guy, the Patriot killer. The only quarterback who could defeat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. But now he's got to share that club with Nick Foles. Which is a shame, really. The Eli beating Brady jokes were some of my favorite. And, well, I just hope they stick around. But enough about the Patriots. Let's talk about the winners. The Philadelphia Eagles are world champions. Hey, if you can win the Super Bowl with your backup quarterback, that just proves you are the best team in the league. And that's nothing against Nick Foles. Dude played lights out, and he caught every ball thrown his way. If he stays in Philadelphia, the Eagles will undoubtedly have the best quarterback duo in the NFL. But if they do decide to trade him, I just hope the Eagles do him the common courtesy of trading him somewhere he can succeed, like Arizona. But whatever happens, I'd just like to thank you, Mr. Foles, on behalf of all Knicks, for proving that we can do more than make crude jokes on MTV2, or steal the Declaration of Independence. We can become Super Bowl MVP. All right, that's it. Football season is over, and we're entering the dark period of sports between the Super Bowl and March Madness, known as February. But don't worry, I'll be back next week. This is called Welcome to Sports, after all, not just Welcome to Football. So stay tuned where I talk about basketball or hockey, or I guess those are my only two options. But I'll be talking about one of them for sure. But until then, what did you think of the big game? And how do you plan on killing time until March Madness? Let me know down in the comments, and feel free to criticize me on social media. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Welcome to Sports and Channel 804. I'm Nick Youngers, and always remember, have a nice day, and go Brewers. Now, before you call me a Brady sympathizer, I do not like him. I think he's a superb quarterback, but I also think Now, before you call me a Brady sympathizer, Jesus.
Twice.